right, guys, our next unit is called Los Regalos. So we're going to start. Our first word is el regalo, and it means a gift or a present. And our next word is el anillo. Please remember that double L makes a Y sound. So el anillo, practice saying it. And el anillo means a ring. Our next word is kind of a long one. Los anteojos de sol. So if you can remember what sol means, sol is sun, and you remember what ojos are, your eyes. Los anteojos de sol are sunglasses. And just remember, if I'm going too fast for you, just feel free to pause and copy at your own pace. Los aretes. Los aretes are earrings. Los audífonos. Los audífonos. It's kind of a cognate if you can think of it as audio phones. Well, I don't know. That makes sense to me. Maybe I'm just being crazy, but headphones or earbuds or AirPods, whatever the heck you guys have. That's what audiophonos would translate to. La bolsa. Okay, there's actually two words. La bolsa means a bag. So like your gym bag, a work bag, I'm trying to think about maybe like a duffel bag, or even a shopping bag. And then el bolso is a purse. La cadena. La cadena is a piece of jewelry, and it is a chain. And this is kind of an eclectic list of words, but we're going to be talking about different stores that we shop in, and gifts that we buy and actually bought for people. So, La cartera is a wallet. El collar, again, that double L makes a Y sound. El collar, practice saying it. El collar is a necklace. If you can kind of think like collar is kind of a cognate to collar. Oh, what jewelry do you wear across your collar? A necklace. La corbata has always been on this list. And then when we revamped the clothing list, we moved it to the clothes. But we decided to keep it on the gifts too because, buy a tie for your dad. All right, this next one, El disco compacto. El disco compacto. This is a cognate, although these have quickly gone to the wayside, although they still do sell them. And actually, my mom still has them on her Christmas list because she hasn't quite joined the 21st century. Well, anyway. And that is a CD, a compact disc. El disco compacto. Los dulces. Los dulces. Los dulces is how you say candy or sweets. We're kind of coming up on a big holiday where we buy candies and sweets. All right, here we go. This one's pretty obvious, but it's still pronounced in Spanish, even though the letters are there. So remember how you would say D in Spanish and how you would say V in Spanish. So that is pronounced El DVD, and that is a DVD. La flor. La flor. We did learn this in Spanish 1. It's been a little while. Is flower. And just remember when we pluralize things with consonants. Oh my gosh, can I write? We add an ES. And I'm only saying that because I've seen that as a mistake quite a bit this year. And we've just rolled with it because of what this year is, but just remember ES when your word ends in a consonant. All right, los guantes. If you participated in the sports unit last year, we did learn el guante, and that was a glove.
There is a red truck with lights on out in the parking lot. Whoever owns that red truck, could you please come to the office, please? Thank you.
El helado. We learned this in our food unit last year, so hopefully you remember. This is usually a favorite word of people, so el helado is ice cream. Las joyas. Las joyas. Oops. So we're learning earrings, chain, necklace. We'll get to bracelet in a little bit. And las joyas is just the general term of jewelry. All right, el juego is a game. So we learned that as like a sports game, and I know it's part of los videojuegos, but that can refer to any general type of game as well. El juguete is a toy. El oso de peluche. Oh, what's the name of the show that was popular when you guys were kids? Secret Agent Oso. Usually this is where a big connection happens. Oso is how you say bear in Spanish. So el oso de peluche is how you say a teddy bear. This is why I miss talking to you guys while we do vocab, because we usually talk about all these words and how it's relevant to you. All right, el peluche. If oso de peluche is a teddy bear, el peluche is just a general word for a stuffed animal. All right, practicing this next one, because a lot of people can't get past the direct cognate. So this is pronounced in Spanish, el perfume, not el perfume, el perfume, and el perfume is perfume. All right, la pulsera. La pulsera. So if you think about the locations where you can take your pulse, you can take it in your neck or you can take it in your wrist. You already talked about the piece of jewelry that goes on your neck. So la pulsera is a bracelet. El reloj pulsera. El reloj is clock. So this is really saying a bracelet clock. And what would a bracelet clock be? It would be a watch. And then we're not quite to the end of this section. We only have a couple more words in this section. The last word on this page is la revista. La revista. And la revista is a magazine. All right, so I have to change the page. So if you are not ready, pause it. And if you are ready, here we go. All right, this next one is a little bit long. La revista de tiras cómicas. All right, so if you think, we know revista means magazine. Cómicas, we know cómica means funny. So a magazine of funnies would be a comic book. I know they're not always funny, but you get the drift. La tarjeta. La tarjeta is a card. La tarjeta, actually practice saying that. La tarjeta, that J, remember, makes a sound. La tarjeta regalo. Well, we know tarjeta means card, and we just, at the very first word we copied down was regalo, which is a gift or a present. So la tarjeta regalo is a gift card. All right, and that wraps up the gift section. And it is an eclectic thing of gifts. So let's talk about where we can buy all of these gifts. Maybe. All right. El Almacén. El Almacén is a department store. So a department store is like a J.C. Penney's, Macy's, I can't think. I was gonna say Burlington Coat Factory, and it is a department store, but I don't even know the last time I was in a Burlington Coat Factory. TJ Maxx might be considered a department store. All right, La Heladería. La Heladería. Okay, so there is a trend with stores in Spanish to have what they sell as part of the name, right? Just like in English. So La Heladería is an ice cream shop. La Joyería, excuse me, La Joyería. La Joyería is a jewelry store. Las Joyas is jewelry. La Joyería is a jewelry store. La Juguetería. La Juguetería. Well, we just saw on our gift list that juguete means toy. So a juguetería is a toy store. La librería. Okay, last year we learned libro, and libro means book. So a librería is a bookstore. El mercado is kind of a cognate. El mercado is a market. And it's possible that you've seen things like on TV about markets in Latin America and like the open air markets and stuff. And yes, it does apply to that. But it also applies to like if you were to go to the grocery store, like a supermarket, it would be El Supermercado. So like that would work for a grocery store as well. All right, La Tienda de Descuentos. Descuentos means discount. So Tienda de Descuentos is a discount store. La zapateria. La zapateria. Think about what a zapato is. And it is a shoe store. All right. And in la red, it's a little bit different because there's not a physical space to go. In la red is online. This is kind of a random word, but how do you buy those presents from these stores? Either with el dinero efectivo. The N is optional. I've actually never used el dinero en efectivo, but depending on the region you're in, you might see or hear that. But when you're writing this or using this in our upcoming stuff, and just remember that you don't need to use the parentheses. Like either choose to use el dinero en efectivo or just leave it out. Okay? And el dinero en efectivo is how you would say cash. Them dollar bills. All right, la tarjeta de crédito. Okay, so we know tarjeta means card. This is a cognate. This is what most people use nowadays. La tarjeta de crédito is a credit card. All right, so I'm going to change paper. Pause it if you need to. All right, our next section is los verbos. So talking about gift giving and some verbs that go along with that. So ahorrar is to save. And really it's to save money, to save up, or to save money when you shop at a discount store. There's a pharmacy in Mexico called Ahorra, which was save. All right. Comprar is to buy. We know that one. Encontrar. I can't remember if this popped up in the sports unit or not. It is a stem changing verb. There's a chance we won't use it as a stem changing verb this unit though, and we'll see why in a little bit. But in the present tense, it stem changes O-T-U-E. And encontrar means to find. Gastar means to spend. And you use that only with money. Like if we've learned pasar tiempo is to spend time or to hang out with friends. So if you replaced pasar with gastar and you said gastar tiempo con amigos, that would really mean like you wasted time with friends, which, I mean, sometimes we do. But it does not translate to spend as in to pass time. It would mean to waste time. And in a way to waste money, although there are necessary purchases. All right, mirar, we know, is to look at or to watch. Pagar, we also have learned, is to pay. That can mean to pay for as well. Regalar, regalar is to gift or to give a gift. Well, to gift means to give a gift, but it really means to gift. Tomar has two meanings, and we did learn this last year. So let's just remember that tomar can mean to have in the sense of food or drink. So, what are you taking into your body? What are you having to eat? It does not mean have as in possession. It means like I'm going to have a sandwich. Or it means to take. And then our last word under the verbs, I think. Yeah. Mirar las vitrinas. Okay, so I've taught this my whole career. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I didn't realize the amount of people who don't know this expression in English. To window shop, it does not mean to buy windows. To window shop is to like, you're just gonna go shopping. You're just gonna kind of look into the stores, see what they have in their windows, maybe go in and browse a little bit, but you're not going with the purpose to buy anything. It's an expression to window shop, to just go and see if anything piques your interest to buy. Okay? So it does not mean to buy windows. Honestly, when I found that out a couple of years that I had quite a few students who really thought that meant to go like shopping for windows and they couldn't understand why it was in this unit. I was like, oh, well, I'm a pretty big window shopper. I like to window shop, but okay, here we go. Our last page. All right, and we're going to start with the section called El Pasado. And El Pasado is the past. So, one of the biggest concepts that we're going to learn this unit, I'm so excited for, is we have up until this point have only been able to talk in the present tense and the simple future of what we're going to do. But now we're going to learn how to say what we've done. We're going to talk in the past. So, anoche is last night. This really gets confused sometimes with tonight because we know a means two, but anoche is last night. Esta noche, just for the reference, esta noche is tonight. Ayer is yesterday. El año pasado. El año pasado is last year. La semana pasada. If you remember, semana means week. So the past week or last week. Okay, so those are all the past time references we're going to be using. And then our other expressions. Quizás. Quizás is how you say perhaps or maybe, excuse me. Only only two left. Para mí. Para mí is for me. And para ti. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I was trying to hold that. Okay, para ti is for you. Okay, so just like we learned when we started learning our indirect object pronouns, the a me and a ti, the meanings for you and me change, like the spelling of it changes after a preposition. So me and ti. Para mí, para ti. All right, that is the end of our list. Nice job, guys.